friends. I wanted to make a video about some positive things for a change. Um, there's a lot of negativity happening with this pandemic, and I thought, I'm going to make a video about how to increase your happiness. And the title of the video is how to be happy living in a van, or happy living in a van, but really you can apply this to anything. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to live in a van to use these ideas. Johnny was visiting his grandfather, and grandfather said, "Johnny, I want to tell you a story about two wolves. Did you know that there is a white wolf living inside you and a black wolf living inside you?" And Johnny said, "What? There are two wolves inside me?" And grandfather said, "Yes, Johnny, there is. The black wolf is a dark wolf. He represents negative things, anger, jealousy, greed, and he makes you feel bad. He doesn't like it when you're happy. The white wolf represents positive things. He represents peace, goodwill, happiness, friends, love, good times, family, all the great things in life." And Johnny said, "Oh, grandfather, I didn't know that there are two wolves. One that represented negativity, one that represented positive things." Johnny said, "Grandfather, which of these two wolves will win this battle within me?" And grandfather said, "The one that wins is the one that you feed." So that is a story, a First Nation story. And to me, that is a very powerful story. And it really is about our environment. One of the ways we can increase our happiness is by controlling what we allow to come in through our senses, our environment. Whether it be books, movies, or music, or even people that we associate with. They can either have a very positive impact or a very negative one. So if you choose what you allow to influence you, you can therefore increase your sense of happiness. Another story I remember about this monk who is showing you how to overcome something called pain. And he goes, imagine you're holding a cup of hot tea, and that tea is really hurting your hand through the cup. It's like, wow, that's really hot. And the monk says, you know how to get rid of that pain? Put it down. It's as simple as that. That's another way of saying, let it go. There's a picture I remember seeing of a hot air balloon with a rope attached, and this man is holding onto the rope, and the balloon is moving away, and the man is being dragged along, and the caption says, "Let go or be dragged." So what happens is we see these things sometimes and we think, wow, easy for you to say, a lot harder to do. And that is true. I mean, if we just got divorced, or we got fired or let go of our employment situation, or maybe somebody died, it's a lot easier to say, oh, just let it go. Can't really do that. We're emotional beings, and we can try, and you should try, but also be sensitive to the fact that just, do your best, and these things take time. Ultimately, if you can let it go, that would be great. Sort of related to this is the idea of having a thick skin. If you let things bother you easily, you're going to be less happy. An example, you're driving on the highway and you're going to work or whatever, and this guy totally cuts you off. You have two choices. You can either say, "Oh, that guy just totally cut me off. What a jerk. What an idiot. Can't believe that guy did that." And you just elevate your anger. Or, second choice, "Wow, that guy doesn't know how to drive very well. That's unfortunate." And just let it go. You can allow that person's actions to affect you negatively, or you can just set it aside, seeing the big picture and choosing happiness. Because you can choose the way you think, and the way you think affects how you feel. It's kind of like an attitude thing. If you can just tweak your attitude and change it to try to accentuate the positive. You know what? There's so many things we can be sad about or grumpy about or complain about or whine about in this world. But the more we kind of lessen those, turn down the volume of that negativity, the happier we'll be. Okay, a big part of achieving happiness in one's own life is by helping others to be happy. I've realized that in a different phase of my life. I used to read a lot of spiritual books. I don't really do that so much anymore. But when I did, what I found was that they all had kind of like a similar idea, and that is when you can help others be happy, you yourself will also be happy. So I'm going to talk about that a bit right now. And really, to me, what that is encouragement, encouraging others. So I'm actually going to read some ideas from a website. I don't want to miss anything, and I figured this website does a pretty good job. Encouraging others is an important part of being part of a family, a group of people, and a community. Everyone is doing their best in this world, and sometimes a kindly word of encouragement can help others realize that they're not alone. Moreover, encouragement is a way of recognizing the good others do and seeking more of it. Applauding success acknowledges that people matter and that their efforts mean much to you, whether the person is known to you or even a stranger. Take some time out today to encourage someone else who crosses your path. So here are some ways to encourage others. Number 1, encourage even the smallest effort. Small efforts may appear little, but to the doer, having the effort recognized can mean a great deal. It can be enough to spark the motivation to continue with a challenge. It could even be a way of helping a small effort grow into something large. Number 2, stop finding fault with the wrong and applaud the right. By nitpicking and projecting our own insecurities and irritation onto others, we fail to see what the other person is doing right. By noticing the things done well and downplaying the things we're not happy about or don't like, there is a greater likelihood of seeing more of the same right behavior and responsiveness. Water the flowers you want to see grow rather than feeding the weeds. Reject negative responses. These are the reactions such as frowns or pouts. They're also the physical evidence such as bad letter grades for students or nasty comments left on the internet. There is always room for improvement. Most people are constantly aware of this. But there is no room for berating or criticizing with mean intent. You may feel temporarily clever, but barbs leave lasting marks with no benefit. Think with a helping spirit rather than an attacking one. Be very wary of your own inner emotions. If all you feel like doing is dressing down someone else as the source of your irritation is inner unhappiness. Deal with that directly rather than discouraging someone else. And the last one, make positive comments. To a child, say things like, your work was really neat. I can see you did a great deal of research on that topic. That's fantastic. Tell people how well they have performed at something, or faced their fears, or overcome obstacles and succeeded at even the smallest things. Even if you feel dislike for a person or feel competitive towards them, there is always at least one thing about them that you can honestly say is positive. So dig for that and tell this person. Remember that it may encourage more of the positive and less of the things that bother you, and therefore increase your own happiness. All right, my friends, well, there you have it. In this world, it's a helpful choice to try to accentuate the positive things in life, bring some happiness into this world. And you can't really do that unless you're happy, or content, or at peace, or whatever language you want to use. So I hope you found maybe a couple nuggets of something you can use in this video, and I hope it can bring a bit of happiness into your life. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.